Masandawana, don't forget to like and subscribe and tell a friend to follow all social media platforms. Mamelodi Sundowns. This is the Pitchside Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Mabibi na Mangwana, welcome to another episode of the Pitchside Podcast.
How you doing, brother?
Skipper.
Yes, sir.
How you looking, ma Radush?
Massive.
I got one or nice.
You gotta love my jersey. Massive.
It's massive, man.
You gotta love my. He says massive. That's the word. That's the you word. We don't even know the meaning of that.
Already, I get a sense of this season is gonna be full of excitement, full of laughter.
Yeah,
lots of laughter.
More than Gents, we are just from a great previous season that had a lot of great things that took place. What is your take from Mamelodi Sundowns campaign in the previous season, in the first edition of the Betway Premiership?
For me, I think the message last year, if you wanted to learn more about the mindset, you should look at the Mamelodi Sundowns team. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yep.
And we didn't start so well, we must accept. But how you finished the season, it was impressive.
Yeah.
You know, we started very shaky and everybody was asking questions. And I loved the boys that they didn't want to talk on the microphones and on social media. They managed to fix that on the field of play, and they showed that why they are the champions of South African football. They turned the tables around, and they managed to win difficult matches under difficult conditions, you know. And I must say, I must applaud them for that resilience.
Yeah, I think more than anything is just having to see the team going great numbers, having to lift it up, that momentum of having to be resilient. Not just to show that greatness of having to dominate the game, having to dominate the Betway Premiership. I think for me, having to even go for greater numbers, outstanding numbers. We saw a lot of goals. We saw a lot of great assists. We saw individuals having to stand out.
Records broken.
Broken. More than anything, that's total dominance. I say total dominance in all departments. And guys were really hungry for it. Not also relying on the fact that they are reducing the gas. They're not reducing the gas. They're always climbing high, showing that they are superior with everything that they do. It's just excellence that was shown inside the field of play, which was more to say keeper. One thing that you have said is that quiet with the mic, but showing inside the field of play, which was total dominance. And I think at one stage with the Betway Premiership, we saw Pirates having to go 5 games unbeaten. Mamelodi Sundowns unbeaten, but then there came that one game whereby it just killed everything apart.
And sort of to add to the sugar, I like how Villa put it so well nicely on that. You see, when you are at the team that is on the roll every time, it reminds me when we were playing, when we used to say, when we dominate every important position, you got to dominate your field.
Yeah.
And the boys showed in this past season that, of course, there will be moments where there will be bad performances on individuals, but as a group, once you dominate the space, you stand a good chance of winning football matches. And that was impressive to see the response. And I always say big teams respond.
I liked how Villa says the numbers records were broken. Mamelodi Sundowns became the first team to score more than 100 goals. Mamelodi Sundowns in the whole PSL in all games combined. Mamelodi Sundowns became the first team to score 65 goals in the PSL in the league games. Mamelodi Sundowns became a lot of records. What is your standout moment at us from seeing the kind of impact that the team continues to possess in the game and dominate, like you say?
I think one thing that stands out for me, that still stands out for me, is just that principle having to agree within the group. Because more than anything, when we agree as a group what we're going to do and those things start to happen, you can only control what you know, what you're gonna plan to do. Because I think it's not about the outside, it's more about what you can do inside. And for sure, having to have those principles in a group and saying, this is how we're going to break down this league. this is how we're going to break down our games. We have these 5 games in front of us. This is what we want out of these 5 games. This is what we want out of these 4 games. And having those marks within the group, it's able to make you be a separation.
Yeah.
And I like how the group has been a separation from all the above. The total dominance of showing that who's been a success. I mean, it doesn't come overnight. Having to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
I like how you're counting 8
Yeah.
because I'm definitely coming to Skipper. Skipper, the club won 8 titles in a row.
Yeah.
15 times in the PSL era. And we've got also a person who looks like you, Dennis, who's got 12 to his name. Are they twins?
Did you have to put that?
Are they twins?
Even now, I'm beginning to see similarities a bit.
No, he needs to apologize. Do you need glasses? I
withdraw.
see Villa sometimes he wears glasses. Do they make your vision clearer? No?
I think now, with my vision, I'm starting to see 𝐿𝐴.
I'm laughing, but on a serious note, we're speaking about the legend of the game in how he accomplished this success in football. You know, to go as far as 12 more than, I don't know, some of us, we ever imagined a player could go there. And I think that could be a world record if we look at that holistically in football world. That we've never seen a player who goes as far as winning 12. Even the Bayern Munich team players, I've never seen them winning such a league titles. But that tells you the amount of discipline that comes with it. And I cannot talk about the sacrifices. We all know the sacrifices that as footballers who go through, you know, to be professional, to be elite professional football players, to be in that level of the Mamelodi Sundowns boys. We have to make sure that we sacrifice a lot. We put our bodies on the line. Even when we feel like not going, we're still going to the taxi rank and have that cold omelette. And if you remember those, and of course, you're laughing because you're laughing because those were the sacrifices that we have to, make for us to be successful as a team. It goes back to your talk when you speak about the agreements of the players, to say when we agree about one thing, we had to put it on the table and shake hands and we say we have to achieve this. And Dennis, with the team that is playing with, I'm sure they look at themselves every day. They say we want to be the team when we leave Clorcop that we brought so many trophies to.
I think one thing that stands out for me with Dennis with all those trophies having to come from, yes, some came from Supersport, but I think most of them came from Mamelodi Sundowns.
9 times.
Most of them came from Mamelodi Sundowns. And the sacrifice that I can simply define him with is the man for the job.
Sure.
I think for me, it's the man for the job.
Yeah.
I like the way you present it, and we can never go into the new season without recognizing the great work that has been done globally by Mamelodi Sundowns. We've had a very, very successful campaign that led to a player like Ronan Williams being recognized globally amongst the best goalkeepers in the world. Not only that, also having to see the team going to the FIFA Club World Cup and our very own Ribeiro getting to win the goal of the tournament. What is your take? How do you embrace such success, Skipper?
Sugar, when we started, if you remember very well, we wanted to be a team that not only been talked about. We want to be a team that only performs and do things and set that trends that people are following. And as we speak now, we can easily say Mamelodi Sundowns is the right path. To see them being nominated by FIFA. Not once. I remember I was one of the players that went to FIFA. Guys, you're gonna kill my chain of thought because I'm gonna forget what I'm gonna. You guys are just dramatic, man.
No. We are not being dramatic.
Okay, but actually
dramatic in a sense of showing greatness. Applauding greatness.
That's true.
No,
I feel you.
It's from unknown to being known in a global stage.
That's true.
I mean, that was the goal that had to stand out.
The best 10 football goals in the world.
And now it was more about not only putting South Africa on the map, but not only putting Mamelodi Sundowns on the map, but celebrated in the whole continent. And where does it come from? come from our own.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
our
true.
own, having to celebrate greatness within our own. Now our stories are being there. Everybody's like, who's that guy? Who's that guy? And at that time, and I'm sure he was.
Sorry,
Sheba. Kausi ele na ya peri. Naisina so.
And it's already archives.
But okay, I'm gonna cut you later right there. That we're still speaking about Ronwen and the team.
Thank you.
That I'm happy that Ronwen went there again as a Mamelodi Sundowns player, as a Mamelodi Sundowns, one of the leadership players in that dressing room. You know, to be nominated by FIFA, it's a big thing.
Yep.
It's a big thing in a sense that now you're gonna be in the history book, and when they see football icons or football names, you there, and for the fact that you're doing the great things and good things and the right things on daily basis, they will put you in those podium with amongst the best in the world, and to see. Being nominated as the three best goalkeepers in that calendar year.
Outstanding.
And it was gone down by the votes now, but because it was tied by the numbers. If you remember, he made a lot of clean sheets. He did a lot of contribution in attack. How he built up, of course, Sundowns, they wanted to be that team that, you know, you said the training in terms of how you build up. And he was amongst all those numbers. And it wasn't by fluke that we're there. We wanted to be a global team, and we are a global team. We went to the Club World Cup.
New York.
Oh, you know what I'm saying?
It's what he do, man.
You know, we went there.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
And again, we were nominated again with Luka Ribeiro to be
Goal of the tournament.
Goal of the tournament.
And it was a repetition.
Of course,
I've seen that goal.
We've seen that goal here at home, and we've seen that goal in the world stage. And I can't emphasize enough that the bar that we have set as Mamelodi Sundowns, and I think that's a benchmark that we need to work towards.
You can only go further than that. You can only go further than that. Below you, of course, within yourself, within as a group, you will never accept that. That's why sometimes, yes, we have challenges throughout the season, ups and downs, but you know where's your benchmark. And your benchmark needs to stay there. If not, push it further. Push it further. I think for me also, that's what stood out. It was just a team goal more than anything. You know, it was a team goal. You can see that it comes from whereby it's the
build-up first.
The build-up phase whereby you are patient and identifying your style of play within there. So that for me brought a big smile. I was like, okay.
It reminds me of the goal that we scored against Barcelona. That we speak about. Because we started off from the goalkeeper. Look at the way he's laughing this. Because when I speak about
stay in between. What is stay in between?
I speak about the similarities in that because the goal in the Club World Cup it started off by the goalkeeper, built up, and it looks like we didn't know what we were doing. And then we
bring them in,
and then we found the opening on the other side. As soon as we saw Marcelo looking for timber, we knew that we were in the business.
Of course,
because it was really in the midfield where everybody could say we can deal with it. They couldn't when it goes to Luka Ribeiro. And it reminds me when we went to Barcelona, Kennedy played me, I played him back. It looks like it's a negative
play what you
part.
see.
But as soon as we went to the lady Anel Ngonga and then we isolated Percy with 1v1, Vilagasi could trust that the ball could come and they ran forward. You know what I mean? So that for me.
I think with that run coming forward, it was just that voice. You know that voice when he says, break the line.
Break the line.
Break the line.
I think we should find those videos, you know, and we played them together. And I've seen that. I've seen the content now is going to the next level. You can play a video here and a video there. Our boss will do something with that.
Mr. 𝐏𝐤𝐿, we are counting on you behind the scenes.
Guys, we are the defending champions of the Betway Premiership. And this season is no different. We were going in as defending champions. Definitely there will be expectations. What are you guys seeing? What is your expectation when it comes to the other fellow teams that will be competing for the Betway Premiership? Looking at the fact that we are the defending champions and people will definitely want to have a slice of the pie that we have.
I think more than anything, it's having to deliver. My message is deliver. If then you get to a point of like you question yourself, Why must I deliver? Then I say over-deliver. Over-deliver.
Yeah.
Over-prepare. Preparation the same way.
Don't
but
be
you
a
know,
crocodile that is full. Eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that cold.
Don't be a crocodile that is full. They keep on eating.
That code used to stress.
but also it speaks about them as human beings as being winners, and also knowing very well that they've tasted it not once, not twice,
Or
but
three
they know
times.
or 3 times,
Not
or more,
4 times.
more than so many occasions. But it shows the fact that it's important to dominate again. The season is done, it's well dusted. Yes, there's been celebrations, everybody has celebrated that, but we have another season that you still want to put Mamelodi Sundowns in front. They say put your trophies in front, regardless of what you did, because we forget about that. Now we're looking forward to what's in front of you. Because of that, if you forget what's in front of you, we could easily forget the 8, which will stay in history. But you still want to emphasize of the dominance, having to have that separation.
And you're right, Villa. You know, when you're winning, and that thing become addictive of winning football matches and winning trophies. If you remember when we used to win trophies, the number one thing when we're winning, it used to be exciting in that particular time.
In that particular time, yeah.
And then you take pictures with the trophy, and you go into the change room and you line up and take pictures. And it used to be a moment of being proud. Once that thing stay into that change room in the center. Remember, you used to leave it in the center.
Yeah.
Once you leave it in the center, you realize that there's still more into this game.
Yeah.
And you can still achieve more if you want to.
Yeah.
And now it goes back to the bar that you have set for yourself and the goals that you have set for yourself as a group, and how you demand yourself in things that you want to achieve as a group for yourself, because it never used to be enough. And we never felt like it's enough to win football matches. And it used to be scary, because when you sit around and be like, guys, we just won the league, but we want more. Does it even feel normal? But it feels normal now that I look at this team as like, okay, they continue to win it. It means they realize the importance of winning football matches. And when you look around, and we can have case studies and examples of many teams that they were dominant in the past. And once that dominance surpasses or fade away, you look at them and be like, what happened to them? And we don't want to fall for that trap 100%. Where
you say you're showing us your past instead of
you know what I mean?
your today.
You have to always take care of what is in front of you. And I can easily say with confidence that this team that is in Mamelodi Sundowns, I've got no doubt they know what the importance of winning, and they will go for this the 16th time.
I like how you are so emotional, and I can feel that in my head the voice of Villa is sounding so loud, saying back to back.
I remember that.
So we are going again this year, this season as well. It's back to back.
Keep counting.
We're making it the 9th time in a row, 16th time as the skipper says it. We are still right here at the Betway Premiership launch of 2025-2026 season. Stay tuned, more guests are coming up.
Mamelodi Sundowns, it's not just a club. It's a legacy. A dream carried by generations. A promise. Lit in green and yellow. From the legend who gave us the glory to those who now wear this crest with fire, the mission remains the same.
What a remarkable season it has been.
The ghost, Asiar Nafela. Jabo Mamazala, Oba Paisandi Baby, Mostrating, Opaya Kitty, Yamamelodi Sundowns. From Bafana Bamukasi, Ovaspalisa Strata S Ground, Butalapo.
Our journey is not just about goals and trophies. It's about inspiring the nation, about uniting us all in one banner. 𝐼𝐫𝐨𝐬𝐿 Masandawana, 𝐼𝐫𝐴.
From the younger supporters to the seasoned supporters.
We paved the way with sweat and spirit. Now it's your time to shine. To carry the torch forward, 𝐼𝐫𝐴 Masandawana.
To the seasoned supporters, Every chant, every beat of the drums echoes the spirit of Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club. Together, we are unstoppable. 𝐿𝐴 Masandawana.
Metho mongwe le o mongwe re opella godimo ebile re a lwa 𝐿𝐴 Masandawana.
Each touch, each taken echoes through the continent.
It won't be easy. There will be bruises. There will be doubt. But greatness doesn't grow in silence. It rises in the roar of battle.
Masandawana this season.
𝐿𝐴 Masandawana.
This season, we fight harder, together. 𝐿𝐴 Masandawana. Kabuyelo.
𝐿𝐴 Masandawana.
Like I said, we are still right here at the Betway Premiership launch 2025-2026 season, and we are joined by Mark, the head of marketing. Last season, he was right here, and you know what happened. You know where the trophy went to. Hopefully this season has brought us the luck again. Mark, you're welcome on the Pitchside Podcast.
Thanks so much. Great to see you again.
Great to see you again. Skipper, what memories do you have of this kind of a setup and where it ended off in the previous season?
I think the memory was when we were still confused which trophy is going to come out, what kind of a trophy we're going to come out, and we asked Mark, and he didn't know. He's like, wait until the end of the season. And we waited, and I must say, Mark, I love the trophy.
I love that. Thanks, 𝐿𝐴. I think, obviously as the initial or the inaugural recipients, we were so excited to know that Sundowns loved the trophy. I think we tried to tell the story through the whole love letter to football. Nelson's really proud of the trophy. We wanted to do something different, stand out. I think if we'd come with a cup, everyone would have said, you guys are boring. Mm-hmm. So we went left field. Not everybody loves it, but everybody's talking about it, so we'll take that as a success. And congrats to Sundowns for winning it in our first season.
Thank you so much. Mark, as a first season, did you feel like you got what you wanted? Or as a brand, did you feel like you got what you wanted?
Absolutely we did, 𝐿𝐴. I think the most unbelievable thing for us, and we sat here a year ago and you guys said, you guys are in for a wild ride. Local PSL football is real.
Yeah.
The conversations that went on for 365 days from then to now, what's an off-season? Nobody has an off-season. Yeah. Everyone's talking about football. Everyone's talking about the players, the coaches, the form, the ups, the downs. It was an unbelievable ride. From a brand point of view, I think 𝐿𝐴 Forever was our kind of initial campaign. And I think we landed it really well. I think it resonated nicely with fans, with clubs, and that was great. But the conversation and the content. We sat here last year and we spoke about content. You guys are in the business of content, doing a great job.
Thank you.
And we spoke about trying to amplify the content and talk about football, and I think we've made a good start.
Yeah.
Lots more to come.
Do you feel like the fans have responded?
Absolutely. There's no such thing as a quiet Betway Premiership fan.
Yeah.
Whether it was the trophy, whether it was the team's form, whether it was our activations, the fans absolutely responded. I think the TV numbers and the fan attendance numbers made a bit of a good start last year in the right direction, but there's obviously more to be done. It's always a topical thing. How do we get more people to come and watch the games? I think the quality of football last year did a great job for us, and when I say us, the whole footballing ecosystem. The football was high quality, great energy. The fans that did come really make it a worthwhile experience. So hopefully this season we're going to see more of that.
And this year you are rewarding fans. 10,000 rand, that's a huge money, hey?
Yeah.
And when you have the app, apparently, you get double the money. What did the idea come about?
I think we always like looking after the fans. We like looking after our customers.
I think I must be a fan this year. I'm definitely going to the stands.
This is your time.
No,
I think the idea came largely from something we did in the Betway SA20, where they catch 2 million. You can't catch a football in the stands, so a very different space. And we said, how do we turn up at every single game? How do we work with the broadcaster, with SuperSport, to try and make sure that we're rewarding people for coming to the games? It's really as simple as that. You don't want to make people jump through hoops, do 15 things outside the stadium, go to an activation, do all these clever things. There's a time and a place for that, absolutely. But just by being a fan, we wanted to be showing up and rewarding fans from all the teams. Obviously, we're here on the Mamelodi Sundowns podcast, but I think we wanted to make sure we turn up for every team. How could we do that? We think this is a nice initiative. We hope people get behind it. We hope they really do Sibonise. We want them to
win.
Win. That's the key.
Yeah.
In the first season for Betway being the main sponsor of the league, Mamelodi Sundowns went on to break so many records. They went on to set new records, number of goals scored, number of wins, number of points, and finding it so interesting to see that the sponsorship has now become the talk in everywhere. This year you're expanding it. 𝐿𝐴𝐿 was just saying that there is also benefits for just being in the stadium. What are your expectations as a sponsor? What are you looking forward to seeing this season as compared to what you experienced last season?
Look, I think it came up on the stage. We're speaking to all the coaches. Sure, maybe Coach Hunt said, no, I'm just here to survive. I think deep down, every single one of those people on that stage are very competitive people. The quality of football is what we're expecting. People putting up their hand, showing up, trying their best, really trying for every single point. To your point, everyone wants to break records. That's unbelievable. I think your team did an unbelievable job last year across multiple tournaments, all across Africa. The number of games being played is unbelievable. And that's why I say this football conversation just goes on and on and on. We want to be part of the conversation. That's our expectation. We need to show up in order to do that. We hope this campaign helps. And I think the big teams really showing up, making it competitive, hopefully that's a big help to keep people interested.
Mark, Betway is a global brand. We were in Club World Cup not long ago, and the people they speak about Betway Premiership. And did you even anticipate to be that a success? Because I watched the matches last year and I was so impressed. More than anything, it's like they were playing for something they've never seen, which is a trophy. But at the end of the season, I still have the footages of how you guys set up the podium. It looks different. It looks, exciting for players. Did you anticipate such a event?
We hoped that was going to be the response, if we're honest.
I like that.
And I like to think we worked hard to make it happen.
I believe so.
But at the same time, I mean, yes, we're a big global brand. We sponsor a lot of really amazing global properties. We're involved with Arsenal. We're involved with Man City. We're involved with Williams in the F1. That being said, we are South Africans. This one is our baby. This is the big one. We wanted to show up differently. So to your point and to my point, not everybody loves the trophy. We did something different. We hung our hats on that. We said we're going to stand out. We're going to try something different. I think we told a good story, and there's a good story still to come around the trophy. And I think the same around the trophy handover. Lisa Gazini forever. The artwork, the graphics, clean, slick, modern. We really want to try and help modernize the league, make sure that it's kind of up to date, global standards, all those kind of good things. I think we did a reasonable job, but we're not a business that likes to rest on our laurels. We're always going to push for more. So hopefully this campaign this year gives us an opportunity to do that.
Mark, one thing I'd like to say to you before we let you go is that we are the trophy holders and we like the trophy very much.
I love
it's at the right location, it's staying, it's safe. Don't worry about it. It's still at the right place. We are the ones who have it. We love it so much. But other people think they only think that because they don't have it. And without saying any further, Betway is a betting company. It's a betting company, and it's a company that continuously emphasizes responsible betting. What is it that would be a message that continues from what we always try to emphasize, that it's of responsible betting?
Sugar, it's probably the most important thing we can do. We know we're a betting company. We know how we make our money. People must learn to not gamble more than they can afford to lose. They need to take a break. We totally appreciate and lean into the negative side of the industry, but at the same time, we really do try and go out of our way to make sure that people are gambling responsibly. I think you might have seen it today. We launched our first campaign with our global football ambassador, 𝐿𝐴𝐿. Hopefully that's a name you guys know.
I used to be called that, actually.
There we go.
I can be the one here.
There we go. You can be the South African version. I would love you to take that message forward then, South African Terry. People need to know the dangers, be aware of them, don't gamble more than you can lose, take a break, set limits, have fun. When it's not fun anymore, stop, take a break.
There you have it. Don't gamble more than you can lose. This is where we are at the 2025-2026 Betway Premiership launch. Remain connected. Follow us, like us, subscribe, and tell somebody that something great is happening. This is the Pitchside Podcast. Sundowns.